You got it going on.
To my caramel thunder.
You got it going on.
To my chocolate wonder.
You got it going on.
Yo.
You got it going on.
Yo.
You got it going on.
You got what I need, need. You got what I need. To my sweet vegan Rican.
You got it going on.
To my caramel thunder.
You got it going on.
To my chocolate wonder.
You got it going on.
Yo.
You got it going on.
Yo.
You got it going on.
You got what I need. You got what I need. And if they ain't checking for you now, I guess you don't need them.
First verse, dedicated to the many mommies, their majesty in many shades. Nah, 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 and nah. Incandescent cream, caramel coated camel colored, autumn leaf, carrot deep chocolate mocha, magnificently mahogany. Me, you, when can we hook up? Lord, you're too much, you're too much. Mommies don't impress me with the big paper. Just a bit of substance and a liquor flavor. Solid mind one time like Mrs. Sister Ava. Now what I see, what I want, what I get. With no regrets, no need to reach for the bleach. You're a natural brunette. Barbie becomes eclipse and lights of brown honey dims. Lustful lips, voluptuous hips that seem to sing black pride. Lord knows I've got no qualms with the fat backside. You're my salt, my earth, my new springtide. Give birth, say Mama Earth, you were the first to arrive. Friend of a sweet candy, child bearer, mother, nanny, queen, elder granny, much love to Ma, Penny, send me. Na 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 na. My dear, I am you are here together. We have no fear, right? Na 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 na. My dear, I am here. You are here together. We have no fear, right? Just your average Saturday night, my eyes were in flight. Caught upon this sister, not because she was wearing a few strands. She looked out of place, so I stepped to her face, or rather to her side. I've been peeping you since I arrived. Will you remove your blue contacts? To my surprise, she obliged, and I took it to her straight. Not trying to inflate, I said, hey sis. When I gaze into the eyes, I catch a glimpse of your soul. And when I see into the eyes, I see into the skies. And when I see into the skies, I check heaven's window with a crescendo. You're no bimbo, I dig those pretty brown eyes on you, so please don't make your brown eyes blue. 1, 2, ooh, check it. This is for the record. Beauty is inherent. There's no need to get half naked. Na 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 na. My dear, I am here. You are here. Together we have no fear. Right? Na 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 na. My dear, I am here, and you are here. Together we have no fear. Right? Ready, set, go, let go, retro. Remember, we were prone to flip the script in a relationship, so quick with talking. Supersonic, we're just merely platonic. It's ironic, we were just kicking around the ideas of having a whole life to live without being tied down. Well, you're living with me now. You're 3 months pregnant, according to Doc, and ultrasound. The baby's healthy. Too bad the relationship's
all right, family, we are testing and see it, make sure everything is working.
If we build a base and proceed with courage, I'd love to say I love you. I believe I do and must, but if there were no baby, then would there be in us? Collect the data, mind over matter, love over lust. Woo! Na 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 na. My dear, I am here. You are here. Together we have no fear. Right? Na 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 na. My dear, I am here, and you are here. Together we have no fear. Right?
Great Ujamaa. Great Ujamaa. Fam, we about to get this thing started.
We could
I'm
have
having
saved
some
more
issues this morning.
but
Let's
they're
go
true to
and
their
make
ways.
sure that
We could have saved
this
more if
fam
they knew
is
they were
gonna
slaves and
go
truly
through this fam
engaged.
with
But they're
fam
true
and
to their
trying to make
ways.
sure everything's
We could have
right.
saved more if they knew they were slaves were truly engaged. But they're true to their
All right,
ways.
family, up
Sin
late.
popped the cherry and
We
begat
about
a
to start the
damnation.
daily toast.
Involuntary emancipation. Man, I'm just pacing. Amidst the man I'm facing. My standing station. Me give standing ovation. We
So
didn't
we
ask
shall
for this
see.
shit.
But family, I want to welcome
In a way, the movement lost its way when it lost Che with the aid of U.S. Green Beret. 10-9-6-7, the execution day. I exhume Che. From the throat, I spit notes of guerrilla warfare. Feel no remorse here. Feel the source here. Even the score here. 40 acres in a tool, and we're pushing for more shares. When Bush brings a leak, I'm checking for force there. Involuntary emancipation. The market free for white corp to do whatever it wants. You're free to spark weed mixed with Arab corner store blunts. Tall tales from Katrina News exaggerate scenes. Velvet speaker cops looting and bagging New Orleans. Power elite will shower the streets. Devour and creep until I defeat. Lot of mercy. Repeat. The power elite will shower the streets. Devour and creep until I defeat. Lot of mercy. Yes, we detest, but less we test, collect the best, and we address this effing mess. We will arrest this contest, and we invest. Progress must sweat, but let no regrets to attest. Involuntary emancipation. See, we could have saved more, but they didn't know they were slaves. I don't even think they cared that they were slaves. We could have saved more if they knew they were slaves, were truly engaged. But see, they're true to their ways. Involuntary emancipation. I must confess sadly, whether it's the next tragedy or maybe next year or perhaps just the next year. I said, I must confess sadly, whether we're talking about the next
All right, we are up, family. We are up, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Listen, I don't know. Well, I know what's going on, but y'all don't know what's going on. So, hey, and that's cool. But we about to move. We about to get everything popping off. So, you know, grab your glass, get your health drink. Let's do this thing, right? Oh, it's time to grab your glasses, family. It's time for us to get started. I'm so excited. Sitting up here, Kid Magic Rock. Shots out. Here we go. Drink your water. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, breathe, breathe, then drink. Take a breath, take your breath. Now, grab your glass for some water. Grab your glass. Lift your pitcher of that water. Or bottle. Get that pitcher of that water. Simply pour some water. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, lift, pour, then drink. Now move your body and drink some water. Move your body. Move your body and drink some water. Move your body. Move your body and drink some water. Bam. Just move your body. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Or should I say, move, then drink. Move your body. Move your body. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors, fam. Just raise your glass. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Or should I say, raise, toast, then drink. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Lift and pour yourself some water. Pour. Move your body, drink some water. Move it. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast, but remember to stay healthy. Remember the four pillars. Breathe, drink, eat, move. Drink half your weight in ounces.
Eat a culturally appropriate diet.
Behave. Take your breath.
Come on.
Lift and pour.
You can do it.
Move your body.
Come on. Come on.
Toast your ancestors. Drink up.
Come on. Drink it. Drink it. Drink it. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Drink it. Lift it. Drink it. Come on. Drink that health in.
Drink. 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 Drink.
Drink your water.
Take your breath.
Take your breath. Take your breath.
Lift and pour.
Lift it.
Move your body.
Come on. Come on.
Toast your ancestors. Drink. 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 Drink your water. Drink. 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 Drink.
Come on. Come on.
Drink your water. Take your breath. Lift and pour.
Come on, pour it.
Move your body.
Move.
Move. Toast your ancestors. Drink. 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 Drink.
What?
Drink your water. Drink. 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 Drink your water.
Women, but the most important goddesses were black, not just for the African now in the civilization of the Greek. The Greek was so profoundly affected by the Africans that the goddess of chastity was a black woman, Artemis. The goddess of wisdom was a black woman, Minerva. The goddess of beauty was a black woman, Diana. And many of their great mythological figures which were critical to the vision of history, the history of the Greeks in the Odyssey. The woman who draws, who has the power to draw Odysseus and all his crew into her, is Circe, who is represented as a black woman with African features on the Greek vases. The woman who helps Jason win the Golden Fleece is a black woman, Medea. The woman who marries Perseus, the Greek hero, is a
So, Spreaker, I'm sorry. You can't hear the commercial. So it's a commercial playing. Give me a second. We'll be back up. I should have put some music on for y'all, but I had to change the whole commercial thing. We'll talk about that in a second. But we're about to get it going. We are up, we are up, we are up, we are up, we are up. Great day, fam. Great day. All right, we up. So now, we gonna go and get this toast on, family. I'm out of it this morning. I don't know. I know what's going on, but I'm out of it. All right, but we got to go on and make sure we toast these ancestors. So let's go. I got a little bit of the red left. Ooh, Lord have mercy. Man, I love it. All right, but we're going to pour. I got to make it last because I'm going to try to brew a little bit this weekend. When I brew, I ferment. Others brew. But anyway, we're going to have to start us a batch. Oh, man. Let's go and do this toast, family. Let's toast up these ancestors. And let's start a beautiful day. Let's get our day started. Let's go and see if any of the family from Instagram want to join us. I just sent out the black signal. It was very short. I also need to, I need to send something out in our Discord because I said I was going to start sending stuff out in our Discord. So let me go. I'm going to the general text and letting people know it's DT time. DT time. All right. So here we go. First, giving honor to the Creator by whatever name you choose. Call that Creator. We lift up our glass and we salute that Creator with the mighty word of Ashe. We say Ashe. All right, from there. We move to our list of our ancestors. We raise up our glass. We toast our ancestors. Are you ready? Are you ready? Miles Brown, Miss Ann, Robin the Texan, Davis, Herman Brown Sr., Rosalie Tilly, Georgia William Walter, Chris Fennegas, and Aunt Lena, Uncle Chris, Aunt Fiend, Cleveland and Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis of our Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown. Let me start over, family. Miles Brown, Ms. Ann, Robert the Texan, Davis, Herman Brown Sr., Rosalie Tilly, Georgia William Walter, Chris Fennegas, and Eileen, Uncle Chris, Aunt Fiend, Cleveland and Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis of our Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappet, John Fallar, Montague Pimenel, Nomo X, Pet Maya, Rob Malika Fakour, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofbro, Hector Jr., J. Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Derek L. Pulliam, the Luxor Brothers, Miss Zeta Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Jennifer Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Trigg, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Anna Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Ruderman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lois Henderson, Kevin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Mel Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird, B.D. Sell, Weller, Vita Farmer, Agoso, Sue, Shell, Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn Theolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Ida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keachler Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Percy Moore, Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Mildred D. Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Mildred. Booker T, Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bolton, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hitter Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mary Moss, Sophia, Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quells, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quells, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.C. Johnson, Derrida Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hattie Levester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martinier, Elder Amatab Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey and Eleanor Howe, Frankie Russell and Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Beanie Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Bernard Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carlos Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, Tamika Russell, Dee Dee Mayonnaise, Gina Ruth Jones, Jana Callahan. Good morning to the sister Abstract Rebel. Good morning and great day to brother Kwame Keechler. How y'all doing out there? William Walter West and Angela Parrish, Elder Basiji Falani, Jim Robson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Elise Waters, DePretis Hines, Ines Bostic, Anna Bostic, Winifred Scanterbury, Wilson Haley, Emma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Kevin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Printup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Will Longmire, Edith Catney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosey, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Naylon Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gasson, Jerry Bradley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Kathy Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Buki, also known as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt Word I, Stacey Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Urban, Judy Hubbard, Irving Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkinson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Mina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Glebus, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher George, and Hallie Johnson, Archie Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Jean Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Aunt Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Brennan, Bradley Kim, Janie Hare, Tubman Cates, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino, Baby Hatch, Senior Mally Miller, Housie Hashtag, Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Dorita Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Manny and Charlie Scott, Ada Casey, Thomas Coper, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Harrison, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Alvis Motley, Jodine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Erton Houston, Led Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, Ann Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Beth Vaughn, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Ramey Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Baba Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, where am I at? Baba Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, oh, Lord have mercy, looked up. Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Bradley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Miro Alice, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruby Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Irvin, Haroon Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Irvin Sr., Michael Irvin, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robert Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rashawn Easley, Javea McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekamaha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Lois Fernandez, Jacqueline Broadus, Reginald Albert, Benjamin Coper, George Swan, Imania Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles A. Scott, Michael Morgan, Shelley Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. We move to our blacklist. Here we go. We have Joella Giles, James Carswell, Roberta Adams, also known as Aunt Sis. We got Elder Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shang Lewis, Ronald Shelton Jr., Damian Todd, Westina Banks, Joseph Bingham, Quincy, Mama Aunt Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Cundiff, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Ross Riggins, Jermonte, Marcus Price, Nance Words, Marshawn McCarroll, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quincy Sample, Candace Simmons, Simon Clayton, Leonard Jones, Sade Garner, Melvin Scott, Elder Clarence Lumpkin, Elizabeth Johnson, Frank Smith, Stacey Trice, Denise Goray, Nathaniel Hassan Turner, Khaled is in transition, Nigel Turner, Demetrius Lewis Flynn, Alberta Woods, Geneva Simmons, Daniel Tilley, Angeline Gantz, Sharifa, Oscar Kane, Audrey Gripper, Dominique Nichols, Ruthie Lane Johnson, Teresa Sambu, Aunt Maxine, Uncle James, Henry Monger III, Tamara Dowdy, Nicole Harris, Julia Taylor, Richard Bozeman II, Ruth Carter, John Carter, Mr. Thornton, Johanna, Jasandra Lynette Lewis, Henderson Mosley, Charles Jordan, Henry S. 62nd, Fannie L. Webb, Dan Walton, Alauti Sue Walton, Emma Walton, James Randolph Giles, Sonny, Pete Walton, William Walton, Fred Powers, Elijah Juan Hakeem and Como, Alberta T. Davis, Charles Davis, Willie R. Mackey, also known as Dr. Karimi Mackey, Victor Bowden, Drusilla Kitty Berger, Lucy White, Robert Lee White, Emma Jean White, Towton, Roger White, R.L. White, Jesse White, Ruby Jewel White, Johnson Carl White, Desi Woods, Jalar Woods Lennox, Jim Woods, Lizzie Woods, Juanita Alexander Brown, Cynthia Ann Wright, Richard Dorsey, Annie Simpson, Jamira Simpson, Regina Hopkins, Joseph Simpson, Eddie Dorsey, Eleanor Hopkins, Edward Webster, Alice Webster, Ivy Webster, Arnella Willis, Ethel Lane, Samantha DeMond, Ethel Marshall, Steve Dougie Shelton, William Bill Walker, Carl Rico Johnson, Kim Grace, Stuart A. Johnson, Edward Young III, Isaac Jackson Sr., Drusilla Merle, Wayne Young, Christina Young, Thomas Young, Frank Merle, Sylvester Foster James and Lizzie Winston, Abe and Julia Lawrence, Ozell Leathers Sr., Gladys Cooper, Ozell Leathers Jr., Geneva Jackson, R.J. Lacey, also known as Toot the Don, Saber Winston, Chris Kinney, Margaret Minter, Mary Smith, Juanita Florine Stith Gibbs, Carl William Duncan Jr., Janet Callahan, Danny Hill, Miko D. Nice Hill, Andre Martin, Mabel Williams, Terry Brown, Teresa Biddle. We raise our glass and we salute each and every last one of our ancestors. And if it's there anyone new right now that's joining us, if you want to get your ancestors on the list, let me go and place those instructions up for you right now. If you are on Instagram and you just want to post up a name that you want us to toast as well, for those that are new, we are toasting our ancestors, and we do this every morning. Call ourselves Daily Toasters, known all over the world, toasting up the ancestors, right? Lifting up the memories. We lift up our glass. We salute those ancestors upon whom shoulders we stand. We raise our glass and we salute and we say, Ashe. From there, family, where do we go? Where do we go? Where do we go? We move on to the present moment, family. We done toasted the past. Now we got to toast and remember our power in the present. We lift up our glass. We salute the present moment. We salute the power in this moment. And we celebrate those born for this moment. Those, we call them those Ujamaa babies. We want to get a Ujamaa babies a round of applause. Shouts out to those Ujamaa babies, man. It is your day today. We have conquered the week and we give this day, we christen this day Ujamaa, right? For those babies born on Ujamaa Day. Family, we realize our power in this moment. We have to make sure that we protect our past, right? We have to make sure that we build upon our past so that we could do what we need to do so that we could make space for our future generations. We raise our glass, we salute our ancestors, and we say, we salute this moment. And we don't say Ashe yet because we got to go through what it is, Ujamaa. Family, I ask you as I usually do on a daily basis, activate your reticular formations. Get out there right now. Start seeking out Ujamaa. Or get in there if you're in quarantine or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But seek out Ujamaa. All right? For those that don't speak the language, Ujamaa means cooperative economics. The modic principle of the day is reciprocity. What we teach the young people is gratitude. In the M7, the color is green. As you can see, polarity is the hermetic law of the day. Male name for the day is Yao. Female name for the day is Ya. Connecting with the culture, family. We got to in this moment. And we say, Ashe. From there, family, we raise up our glass. We salute our future generations. We toast our children, our children's children, on to infinity. We lift up our glass. And with that, we say, Ashe. From there, family, where do we go? You know where we go. We go to all of our relations, and we lift up the glass, and we say, Ashe. From all of our relations, where do we go, family? Very simple. Very simple. I want to raise my glass up, right? This is that selfish toast. This is for those of you that's out there doing the work. Those of you that's out there, y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Your cup sometimes get, not as full as it need to be. So what we want to do is we want to give you a moment. What is it that you need right now to move towards your greatness? What is it that you need right now in this moment? While we got all this energy, we're consciously calling up this energy, and we're able to direct it in our lives. I challenge you to direct this energy into your life. What is it that you need in this moment? Lift up our glass and we say, Ashe. From there, last but not least, I want to toast the most magnificent, the most beautiful, the most uplifting, the most inspiring, the most awe-striking. I guess I just made up a word. All-inspiring individual in the room. I raise my glass up to you. We toast and we say, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family, I wish you peace, power, joy, and 100 years. Man, my energy is coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's been kind of rough. But hey, here we go. Let's do this. All right, because I wasn't able to do the brother's book or the song he got, because we got one of those warnings because of the music. But Sambo's got to go. So I'm gonna miss that song, but I take it off the playlist. So but we talking about C. Earl Allen Campbell III, The Art of Black War Against a Black Enemy. And this brother's gonna come back on the show. We're gonna go a little bit more in depth into his research into Sigma Pi. I think that is it Sigma Pi or Sigma Phi? You know what I'm saying? And we want to make sure that we're showing support. Now, for those that are in that are G&J Media supporters, this book was not included in the packet. You know what I'm saying? This is not one of our books. C. Earl Allen Campbell III, he published this himself. So we're trying to help him push it out. You know what I'm saying? He is participating in the Ujanomics process that we got going on as well. So let me make sure you have the information you need to get hold of his information, his book. Let's do that. There we go. All right, cool. Now, so go and click the link, follow the link, go on and check the brother out. Now, hold on. Let's keep it moving. All right. So, let me see. What else do we got going on? Now, this book is included in the membership. Well, it ain't even the membership. It's the supporters list. The Warriors Learn the Way of Values. This is a rites of passage book created by some young ladies, some very powerful young ladies. And we're going to have an interview so that y'all can find out some more about what's going on with them. But it's a powerful book. Go and check it out. And then last but not least, y'all know we got to throw the Baba's book up. Where is it at? Boom. 11 Steps. Considerations for Empowering African-Centered Organizations. Right? There you go right there. Now, you get his book at MaribaKelsey.com. MaribaKelsey.com. And The Warrior Learns the Way of Values. You get that book at LadyWarriorsROP.com. That's LadyWarriorsROP.com. We're moving here, Gye-Nyame Journey. Now, I keep on telling you, it's more stuff coming out, by the way, as well. So now, let's talk about what we are going to, the Proverbs we're going to cover tonight, and then get into a little bit of news, and then, we're going to go out here and we're going to conquer the day. All right.
So last week, where we at? All right, cool. We passed that. All right. So last week, we covered one who is equipped never trembles, the knowledge holders say. I remember that. The words of earth are, yes, I definitely remember that. The flame up, yep, I remember that. So now, here we go. Where my pen? Ooh, quarantine. I can't keep a pen. My daughters be running off with the pens like they just own my stuff. Daughters be running off with my pens. Can't keep a pen. So, I don't even know. All right. So, the last time we covered this group of Proverbs was on 7/27/16. Those of you that's been with us for a long time. We're going to cover it today, and today's date is 5/14/20. Ujamaa. Of course. All right. True seekers of wisdom. Get ready. Get ready, anime. Because I've been giving you a break because you've been complaining. True seekers of wisdom use the divine formula. Get ready. The divine equation of ever knocking and ever asking. Nothing is denied those ever using the divine formula. An equation of proper knocking and proper asking, say the knowledge holders. What you thought about that, anime? That's only one. I'm telling you in this book, African Openers to the Tree of Life. African Openers to the Tree of Life. When I told y'all when we started reading this book, it was $20. Now it's $150 on Amazon. Blew my mind when I looked it up. What do you do with elderberry? I don't do nothing with elderberry. I haven't used elderberry. But I can find out for you if that's what you're asking. I mean, because in particular, I have it. That hasn't been one of the ones I use. You know, my go-to ones are dandelion root and burdock root. But I can find that out for you if that's what you need. That's from Brother Kwame, by the way. Once again, true seekers of wisdom use the divine formula, the divine equation of ever knocking and ever asking. Nothing is denied those ever using the divine formula, an equation of proper knocking and proper asking, says the knowledge holders. Here we go. Existence has a face on every side, and every face teaches a lesson. Those who fully understand existence do not separate the faces from the lessons, say the knowledge holders. Every lesson reveals aspects of cosmic law. That's number 2. That one, that one gonna cause, we're gonna have us a nice conversation. And here's the third one. These are some long ones, man. The human being has its structure from the temple of wisdom. Human beings should learn to read their own scroll. In it is written the key to cosmic law, say the knowledge holders. The human body epitomizes on earth cosmic functions. Every aspect of creation bears the stamp of cosmic law, say the knowledge holders. So we're going to have us a good conversation. I see my daughter's been going through the book. Can't really get mad at them for going through the book. I just wish they would put the stuff back so that I could find where it's at. Let me see. So now, family, we're going to hit this news real quick, and then I'm going to get up out of here because I got to hit my adventure. Oh, my God. That extra honey pays off. Hold on. Let's go to our news screen. Facebook user. Yes, it sure is. Y'all born. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, Sister Regina's in the house. All right, so let's go to the news this morning. Let's see what's popping off on the Gye-Nyame Journey timeline. Oh, Turkey Neck is in the news. Mitch Mitch Turkey Neck McConnell. His ass is in the news. Here we go. McConnell measure would let FBI see web browsing history without a warrant. Oh, he violate. Oh, Turkey Neck. Oh, Turkey Neck. He wants to violate and read your emails now. Not only that, I mean, they already got the right to read your email. Now the motherfucker want to know what's on your browser without your permission. Right? Oh, Turkey Neck. This motherfucker boy, Mitch McConnell, is pushing the Senate to pass a measure that would let the FBI collect Americans' web browsing history. Next thing they're gonna want your jaw size, which they already got. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like, all right, Mitch. Seeing all this stuff, a lot of this stuff is going through. A lot of this is going through with this COVID-19 thing. So we got to be ever vigilant. This is why I'm telling y'all, family, we have to, within our communities, within the communities we have to figure out how to get full-time nation builders. People that will be able to look at this shit. I mean, we need people constantly reading, because these did like this Turkey Neck. Oh my God, listen, they're always up to something, and we got to be on top of it. We have to have the people to be able to do the research. We have to have the people with the quick minds so that they could deal with these motherfuckers. We have to have people that are able to go to the meetings and rally the people and excite the people that want to go to the rally with them. But these individuals have to be employed by the community. They have to be public service. They have to be community service, not public service, because that work for the government. We need individuals working directly for us, so that when we want to put somebody in a seat in the city, or a seat in the state, or a seat on a national level, we have an individual that we could put to work to make sure that if that's the will of the community, that is going down. We got to stop part-time. We got to stop part-time nation building, part-time warriorship, part-time eldership. We need some full-time people that's working in our interests. Like Mitch Turkey Neck McConnell is working for the interest of somebody. It's definitely not your interest, but he's working in the interest of somebody. You know what I'm saying? Let's stop playing, family. I mean, I understand money tight, but we have to come up with ways in order to get people working for us. You know what I'm saying? Once again, this is why I want to thank those people who see the vision of this whole Gye-Nyame G&J media support. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I want you to understand, right now we got about 13, 14 people. What happens when we get 100? What happens if we get 1,000? We're going to be able to represent. We really are. Somebody or some few people are going to be able to be dedicated 24/7 to our struggle. We got to have that. We got to have that. Now, in other ways, we got it. Religiously, we have individuals that could go and represent us religiously 24 hours a day. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I'm not gonna say we don't need prayer, but family, we need some action. We need some people that's wheeling and dealing in these city halls. We need individuals that's willing and dealing out here in these streets. We need people looking out for our elders. We need people looking out for our kids. We need people to be able to go, because we be like, we need to get to school board meetings. But the fact of the matter is, many of us are working. And by the time we get home, we like, I don't necessarily want to deal with that. What happens when we have somebody that's able to do that shit? You call them on the phone and be like, yo, man, what's going on with this? Where you at? Oh, you at the school board meeting? All right, cool. So you're going to be able to get a community a briefing on what's going on down there. Oh, we got to come get you out of jail? Because okay, we'll be right on it. You know what I'm saying? Because now, this is what I mean. And let me be very clear. I want y'all to think about this. When you have somebody that's working full time for you, they're not concerned about how the rest of the world see them. They're concerned about how we see them. Do you understand? Do you understand the power of that? Mitch McConnell is not concerned about how everybody else see him, even the people in his state. What he's concerned about is how the people that are financing him sees him. Now, we know we got individuals that aren't even trying to be millionaires and are not even trying to be rich. They just want to be able to serve. And if we are able to find them and cultivate them and put them in positions where they work directly for us, what type of changes can we make in every city where we at? Listen. Our liberation, our reparations, our freedom cannot be worked on part-time. You can't give free part-time. It don't work. And we've been part-time and we've been volunteering. You know what I'm saying? But we've been volunteering. We're working. Many of us are working harder to get into heaven rather than making life better for ourselves and our children right now. Come on now. That shit is not right. That shit is not real. Mitch McConnell wants to check your web browser. Who up there fighting for us? I don't want that motherfucker on my computer. I don't want him in my emails. I don't want him on my motherfucking phone without the proper paperwork. You understand what I'm saying? So they're slowly pulling away the freedoms, right? Because they need to know, those of us that's looking up information about reparations. I want y'all to know that this is the heart of it. They want to know which of us and what we're thinking about and what we're talking about. They want to read they want to be your Facebook friend. Come on now. That shit is unacceptable. All right, here's what Ohio schools might look like when classes resume. So, family, we are in the midst of a transformation, and I know I hate to break it to you, but school may be different forever now. And I know some of y'all sitting at home mad as hell because you got to deal with the behaviors of the children, your children. The truth is being revealed to you about some of the behaviors of your children. Some of the shit that the teachers was telling you was not them picking on your children. It was some real shit. And you getting to see it. Right? But for me, like I said, I'm always looking for opportunities. Family, this might be the opportunity. This is why I keep on. Y'all want to call it COVID-19. I'm calling it the Marcus Garvey virus because it shut down white supremacy and it forced our children to be at home. And we have an opportunity to start organizing around and start educating our children again. Yeah, they get the reading and writing and stuff but we can organize and we can start educating our children to start getting them into positions, or let me put it this way, get them to thinking about putting themselves in positions so that they can make our lives better. I'm just saying, many of us, we've been so used to just turning our children over and not even caring about the results, the outcomes. But now you get to see it. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. And what's crazy is some of y'all is coming back to the schools trying to blame the schools for the behaviors that your children have, that you told us that we weren't responsible for. And when we try to check your children, you one of the first ones to tell us that's your child and you'll do the checking. Well, congratulations. Chickens have come home to roost. They're roosting right in your house in quarantine right now. What are you doing about it? You know what I'm saying? But hey, school gonna be different. So family, either we could go on and suffer or we could take advantage of it. We got more than enough elders in our community, more than enough professionals in our community to really start doing some stuff using this internet or even doing some small groups in person to where we could really start guiding and building our community back up through the minds of our babies. But some of y'all might be too busy for that, right? the next stimulus check, some of y'all gonna be getting that $6,000, and I can't wait to see some of the fuckery and bitchcraft that's gonna be flowing across YouTube and Instagram and all right, let me pull up, brother. Jim, pull up. Take your breath. All right. Let's keep it moving. So, Ohio School. So you can read it on Gye-Nyame Journey Media, right? You go to Facebook, Gye-Nyame Journey Media. We got all of the articles up. Go and check out that article because schools are going to be different. And I want y'all to think about this. How you gonna practice social distancing in school? I'm just saying, 25 students in the classroom, social distancing, you know what I'm saying? 100 kids on the bus, I don't know, don't know. That's why school about to change. And then on top of this, let me just give you just how Brother Hatim is looking at it. Let's say that for the last 20 years you was paying a bill. You thought this bill was essential. You thought that your life would fall apart if you stopped paying this bill. Right? You thought it was important. You stopped paying the bill. Let's say it ain't even a fault of yours. Something happens where the bill is no longer being paid. You find out that there's no major changes in your life, right? Your life is not on fire. You're not homeless. You're not hungry. You figure out that this was just a bill. And it wasn't even as important as you thought it was. Question for you. Would you return and start paying that bill again? Serious, legitimate question. You thought this bill was very important. You stopped paying it for some reason, no fault of your own. Somehow it was a lapse for a couple of months. You stopped paying the bill. You see that your life, there has been no major changes in your life. Would you pick up and start paying this bill again when you need it? You figured out, hey, it's not really necessary. For me, I wouldn't pick the damn bill back up. I want y'all to understand that this is what each one of our states are finding out about this school situation. School, hey, shit ain't burning down. I want y'all to understand that some of your cheap ass representatives that's in these places are looking at this. Well, hey, this school expense, hold on. We're paying all this money and these kids can sit at home with computers. People been telling y'all this shit was coming. Let me check. I think somebody posted something up. Shouts out to Black Griot. Shouts out to the teacher, the one and only, the marvelous J. Raleigh. How you doing, baby? Black Salad, what's up, cousin? Soul Society, New York City, what's going on? Smooth 444. All right, let's see who else on here. Somebody said something. Are there consequences for not paying that bill? No consequences whatsoever. I know y'all like that term, don't you? Bitchcraft. That's a Hatim original. Fuckery I stole from somebody, but bitchcraft is mine. Because this is what you see. This is what you see popping off around us right now. A lot of bitchcraft. And you need to be able, because things become easier for us to get control of when we can label it. Well, you can look at it and be like, let me call it what it is. Bitchcraft. That's some bitchcraft right there. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, let me go on. All right, let's go on down here. All right, so now did men's beards evolve to absorb a punch to the jaw? So now I have a legitimate reason to possibly keep my fluffy quarantine beard. This from livescience.com, ladies. You know what I'm saying? So I like a beard, but now, it's growing in. I think I might keep it. But anyway. All right, so now we got Swizz Beatz wants to give artists who launched hip-hop $1 million each. This is on the G&J Media page, family. I say it's an honorable move. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying now that with hip hop coming of age, right? You know what I'm saying? Is some of the artists are maturing. They really starting to look and be like, damn, we really do have to kind of respect. You know what I'm saying? This is called Sankofa, going back to fetch it. Right? This is one of our principles. We got this young brother talking about, damn, we do need to go and break off these elders in this art craft. We need to break them off. You know what I'm saying? And, I could dig that. You know what I'm saying? Because, and really, some of you young scholars, y'all need to do the same thing for some of these older scholars. You might not be able to break off 1 million, but, we got to recognize those individuals that laid the foundation upon which we stand. That solidifies culture. You know what I'm saying? That breaks down these gaps that these fake scientists have been telling us about. The gaps were invented. The gaps they hadn't always been there, because if these generational gaps supposedly existed in the way that we've been told they existed, we would have never made it to the point of civilization and doing shit in the way that we doing. All this stuff was invented, created, labeled, and we fell for a hook, line, and sinker. Oh, it's generational gaps, and I got to do for me, got to do for you. Now we a community, family. You know what I'm saying? What affects your family affects my family, especially if you live in close proximity to me, and that's like 20 miles. You know what I'm saying? And what affects one of us, in a sense, affects all of us. So when we start recognizing not only our elders and the ones that laid the foundation for us, and we start recognizing our ancestors, and we start connecting ourselves back to that, and our children see us do that, that gives them a reason to learn. What is learning? Learning is an individual basically going through and looking at historical information. And then when it becomes brilliant is when an individual is able to look at the past, or you practice Sankofa, which is hip hop, by the way. Practice Sankofa by grabbing something that's old and being able to move it and use it in the present moment. But hey, I digress. Let's keep it moving. All right. We had DigiTV yesterday, going way back. Today we're going to do DigiTV. We're going to do tribal quotes, since we got tribal quotes tonight. It'll be on all day. It'll more than likely be podcast. So, of course, you get to see the pictures, and, maybe you see yourself in there, And like I said, family, now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a way to open up a shared folder for pictures of work that people that are directly in Gye-Nyame tribe and extended family. Because let's just say we family, right? We got closely connected family. We got extended family. I want to start collecting pictures so that, on the shows, I can start throwing up those receipts. Because we need those individuals that are doing the work to be seen. You know what I'm saying? We need to see them doing the work. We need to see the work that they're doing, and we need to start broadcasting that right along with the fuckery and the bitchcraft that's being propagated out here. It's work being done. So whenever somebody finally say I had enough, and one day they just turn on something, and our work is there, and it'll be that. Because I'm telling you right now, for a lot of us, it was a building up to a moment, and something popped up right in the moment that changed everything for us. It all made sense. And we got to start making sure, especially on the social media, because this is where all of our children are. We got to make sure that we're posting up that moment for them, preparing for it. You know what I'm saying? It might be them seeing a little girl meditating. They be like, I used to do that. Or it might be them seeing people at a camping trip. And, you know, that look fun. You know what I'm saying? Because what we're trying to do, not only in Columbus, but it's a national peace, family, and I'm going to go back to it, and I'm sorry, but we got to stop playing with nation building. We got to stop playing with tribe building. There is no part-time. People are working to oppress and take shit away from us 24/7, and we think that we could go and build something part-time and volunteer? Go down to the corner store that's owned by somebody that's mining and taking all the wealth up out of that ain't even wealth, taking out all the extra change that we got in our community, and see if they working part-time. You liable to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning and go down there and they waiting for your money. Right there. They working 24/7. The police is driving through your neighborhoods or around your neighborhoods 24/7. You got Miss Turkey Neck McConnell and the Great Pumpkin up there plotting on taking everything away from you 24/7. And we honestly think that we're going to be able to free ourselves and improve our community by having a volunteer army? No, dog, we need to put our pennies together and hire people in our community that's already been doing the work and be like, look, you're responsible for A, B, and C. We want to see this shit done. Boom. We will provide you with enough money so that you can eat, so that you can have your transportation, and you ain't got to worry about a roof over your head. And you get to say what the fuck you want. What? You cuss the mayor out if you want. We're going to bail you out of jail. As long as you on some righteous shit, we got you. As soon as you start falling off the rails, you're unemployed. You have to report to a board of elders or a board that we said, actually, I prefer a board of elders and possibly some nation builders that you have to come before on a regular basis and report. And you have to report to the community because there will be community meetings because people are going to be interested in where their money going. What is it doing? Right? But hey, it's not complicated. It's not hard. It's not. We could do it. But yo, this brother I tell, man, I gotta go off to this adventure. I possibly got some young people I'm gonna have to track down. But anyway, it's been a pleasure. Thank you, Instagram, for y'all taking the time. I see we got somebody name on here. We got Megatron Meta. Shouts out. Let's see if who we got on our other pieces here. Family, it has been great. But yo, when you get some time, check out DigiTV. I will be broadcasting it a little bit later on today. I just have to once I get to the adventure, I'm going to find some time to start it up during one of my breaks. Be sure, those of you, Miss Janice, I need you to do. I'm gonna have to send you the Gumroad so I can get your email address or email or text. No, inbox me your email address so I could go and sign you up, put you up on this list so I can make sure you get access to all the stuff that you're supposed to be getting access to. Because family, when you do the G&J media support, you know what I'm saying? It's not that you just giving us money. We're doing an exchange. And let me stress this. Since we are on Ujamaa, and the modic principle for the day is reciprocity, let me explain what's going on. What we strive to do at Gye-Nyame Journey Media is create value content. Whether you watching the Daily Toast and you put your ancestors on the list and you know that every day your ancestors is being read, or whether you get some of our digital products. You know what I'm saying? When you sign up for G&J Media Support, everything that comes through G&J Media that's digital, we're going to make sure that you get access to it. It's yours. You know what I'm saying? Because you helped us in doing it. That's the newsletters, that's the books that we help people publish. You know, when it comes directly through Gye-Nyame Journey Media, we pay the authors. You know what I'm saying? Well, The authors are taken care of. We're not taking advantage of nobody. But the piece is we're trying to get a cycle of reciprocity going. Because we got to understand at the heart of our culture, in every last one of them, I challenge you to find one of them that don't talk about reciprocity. We have allowed reciprocity to fall to the side of the road. We don't view it as a thing that happens between us. We think it's, you know what I'm saying, you reap what you sow. It's a God thing. It's karma. No, it's real life. Economics, controlling the resources is all about reciprocity. We don't practice it, right? So we'll develop things that will extract but never put back. We'll extract value and we think we're doing what we're supposed to do because this is what this system tells us we're supposed to do. But what our system tells us we're supposed to do, when we take out, we're supposed to give back. A cycle of reciprocity. When you go to a vendor and you get that vendor your money, that vendor give you the product that you want. If you enjoy the product that you want, reciprocity go again. You go back to that vendor, you get something again. That vendor gives you something back. Cycle of reciprocity is a constant. And we have to start bringing it back in our community. So rather than Gye-Nyame Journeys just being like, yo, just donate $10. No, we got digital content. We bring value. We do these things on a regular basis, and you can participate with us in doing them. That's it. So, family, once again, I started running my mouth. I get excited. You know what I'm saying? So in your communities, y'all need to be, y'all, even though we might not have the money now, y'all need to be looking for those individuals that have been volunteering and working their ass off and come together with some of the professionals and some of the individuals that work hard in the community that have somewhere withal and be like, we need some full-time. We need some full-time community, some nation building, some tribe builders. We need some full-timers. Just as simple. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody will ever take your shit more serious than you, nor should they. If we talking about we want to build something, ain't nobody going to take it more serious than us, than how we doing it. And if we doing it volunteer, how serious is that? I know, not that volunteer time is not good. Don't get me wrong. Volunteering is still going to have to happen. But what about those individuals that are able to organize that in a certain fashion where it could be more effective? They could actually dedicate the time to it. It's a different type of energy when you have somebody who's, in a sense, who really has skin in the game. Their very livelihood is staked on the success of these festivals, man. But I'm gone, family. I got to get up. I got to get out. Hold on. Somebody said something. If there is not something else for the kids to do, something going to start burning down. They got them on computers. I'm just saying. And I said, this is how I see it. I ain't say, because like I said, you call in on the show tonight, we could discuss that. I don't know who posted it up, but ain't nothing burnt down yet. I'm just saying. Now, it might be a few extra pregnancies, but hey, I'm just saying. Ain't nobody dying during school time. They got free lunches and stuff that they still able to distribute. School may be different forever. I'm just throwing that out there. But yo, this brother had Tim. And let me see. We are out.
Women, but most important goddesses were black. Not just for the African now, in the civilization of the Greeks. The Greek was so profoundly affected by the Africans that the goddess of chastity was a black woman, Artemis. The goddess of wisdom was a black woman, Minerva. The goddess of beauty was a black woman, Diana. And many of their great mythological figures which were critical to the vision of history, the history of the Greeks in the Odyssey, the woman who has the power to draw Odysseus and all his crew into her, is Circe, who is represented as a black woman with African features on the Greek vases. The woman who helps Jason win the Golden Fleece is a black woman, Medea. The woman who marries Perseus, the Greek hero, is a
My family up late. We about to start this daily toast.
And it was a turning point for my
GNJmedia.live, GNJmedia.live. Come on over and I'm gonna try not to, sir. I'm gonna try not to. Hey. Sasha G, they need to clean those bathrooms. Also they clean up the basement too. Sweep it. Gina can sweep downstairs, you can sweep the upstairs. I want you to do the kitchen. Can't tell. Look like Sasha and Gina really trying to, they might be interested in doing a garden. They digging holes and shit.